because both of these teams are hunting for a spot into the next Masters tournament. They really are. And these kind of wins, they don't come easy.
Yeah.
The Guard arguably favored on our final 2 maps in this pool, but they're going to have to pull out a great performance on Bind. 100 Thieves, we've already seen what they're capable of kind of adding to their game, and here's another one of those. I mean, Derrek putting down this wall that was pretty common when teams would play this comp over in EMEA. Very difficult to break on the pistol rounds, locks off one of the extremities. As Asuna goes and hunts for some more information towards showers.
All about holding down the sides of the map, just making sure that you maintain control of it. See Asuna. Used the flash prior a little bit earlier. It's just regenerated, so he's going to have that just to use potentially to get some information. But with 50 seconds left now, you see the Trailblazer being used. All that Viper utility coming up, along with the Stim Beacon. It's going to be a fast approach by the Guard, but they've got to try and clear out showers, and it is going to be that pinch coming through. Still, Asuna gets one. A bit of trouble, but now look at it. The response is immediately there. 100 Thieves come swinging through. Stella, he's picked up 3.
30 seconds left.
And Nets alone, 1v3. Has to pull up and put up some huge numbers. Pulling out a utility. Not enough for it. Stella, little jiggle. Hesitation to help him.
Reading the play. How unusual is that pistol to go down short, specifically to pinch a showers player? Not really seen teams go for that. But 100 Thieves just read it on the fly.
All the players trying to hold control of this one, and yeah, they did end up reading it. They have the utility to just toss out there, and yeah, okay, there's one. Player just caught off into the corner. Jonah is hoping that he might be able to get cheeky pick off holding that angle. Sayaplayer, but okay. Look at the wrist, he's still alive though. Back towards the teleporter just in case he needs to escape, but decides to commit to the fight anyway. Got a pretty strong grasp on the direction of this round.
They don't want to go within pistol range though. But Bang's picking up plays on the other side of the map too. And this one looks wrapped up. They're going to attempt to go for some kind of double swing. Might be able to pick off Will. He backs up, allows Asuna to run the line.
And getting crushed.
And there's no chance. That's another fun game in Flawless. We've seen a ton of Masters. The drop-off should not be particularly hard.
No, it shouldn't.
Because they demonstrated so much good fundamental stuff. We just have yet to see it in this match so far. So,
we know they're capable of it.
timeout called. Anything specific? Not particularly. Raze utility used over towards B long. That in itself a little unusual. Normally Boombot allocated towards kind of hookah and that being the Raze's job.
Yeah.
But they're going to do the same kind of thing where they threaten towards B long, and this is pretty similar to the pistol. Grouping up short again.
Crossfire set up into short. With the Spectres in close quarters, I mean, almost favored when it comes to this one, but the Trailblazer spots it right round the side. JonahP, yeah, nice little satchel to disengage away from that one. No bangs there. Spamming him through, and slower round from the Guard pays off big time for them. Haven't lost the rifle yet.
Yeah, definitely. Really good break of that defensive crossfire that 100 Thieves has set up. Stella now left alone. A couple of kills, or even one kill actually here, would still be useful. Ult online, round 4. Take a couple of weapons away from Guard. Anything he's able to do brings value to 100 Thieves heading forwards. But the Guard had a really good control in how they broke that short setup. Stella is going to be denied his ult.
Yeah, unable to get out, just spammed across. And it's worth reminding, this is the Guard's map pick. Derek's been going for this wall here as well, just to make sure that they can't lurk their way through into showers. It's difficult to try and break that one.
And he's been changing it up too. They've got a bit of variation in terms of their defensive looks.
Oh, man. I mean, to the side of the TP, but trade is there. But get one pushing straight through into the Viper's orb. And he does get Will, but again, you see Derrek trading it, and now he's just encroached himself here into the showers position. If they want to try and commit to this A side, they're going to have to try and clear him out. They use the molly to just push him back so he can't swing and deny this plan.
Yeah, that's a lovely play. Stella, Asuna, one away from their ults, weren't able to acquire that B orb at any point during the round. I was wondering whether Asuna would go for it. Would have been a fantastic tool to have here. The dogs collide, taking chunks out of each other.
Yeah, and it's a little bit concerning, honestly. Valyn in that pocket is pretty vulnerable. Trent doesn't quite catch a shot, but now the players, the 100 Thieves, swarming out onto it. They don't recognize that he's there. Still, trade once more. Stella finds it. Flash pushes them away. It was a tap, though. That's going to force them to try and swing through the guard. They don't know if they're sticking this one. And Asuna holding it. The aim, it's clean. 2 for him. Stella had complete trust. He was able to hold it and lock it down. So the guard left. Okay. They do have a couple of guns online and the tour de force, of course.
Stella's going to pop his Viper's Pit down B long here. This now poses a question to the guard. They've been liking throwing a bit of utility down B long, but they haven't at any point actually explored that area of the map. Did they choose to flush it out? Trent still with the Trailblazer that they could use. JonahP hasn't used his boombot off the rip either. Though will invest it now.
Yeah. Just to make sure they can clear through into hookah. And they're playing this with so many players. A lot of bodies trying to push through.
This would be a great round for JonahP to have his ult, do some kind of double blast pack play out through hookah, but they just don't have it. And the Trailblazer actually from Asuna has cleared out the Viper's Pit, so Stella now has a bit more confidence that he's not being currently contested. Allows Asuna to drop into back sight.
50 seconds left. Seeker's going to be used. I mean, say 100 Thieves as well. The smokes, the ultimate's been popped off. They do get good info. And they're just delaying this now. Bleeding down the time.
It's pulled bang over to B. So the spike is now going A. The guard reading this defensive rotation, and they want to get in. This one's going to be on Derrek, Will's shoulders to hold this off.
Gonna try and anchor it. It's the res. Quick bit of spam there. Derrek only working with the Spectre, but Will is slight off angle. That's going to be the kill found. Swinging right round the side. Derrek not able to deny the plant. So it's up to Bang and Stella. They're going to be deciding, do you want to commit into this one? Well, the pick on the Sayaplayer. Oh, to the back of the side. Bang gets net.
There is no way.
What?
And Bang stunned up with the Trailblazer has brought this into a 2v3. Winnable and the headshot onto JonahP. The time doesn't look good here.
No, time's running too low.
And Stella's very far away. But there's a potential, actually, he could maybe even play some exits at top short and do serious damage to the guard's economy. The guard are very aware that he could, in fact, be going for this.
Yeah, pretty aware. Through the teleporter. Just hugging to one side of it. They need to keep these guns.
And no attempt. 3 players begin on B for 100 Thieves. And the guard are just looking for a push. Expecting something a little aggressive. Flash into Fountain. Doesn't see these players.
Yeah, there was no sound cue. They're pushing up now. The 100 Thieves, obviously when they're on the half-buy, they can take more risks like this. They can see if they can hunt for opportunities.
But these kind of pushes not particularly great against the guard's comp. With Sayaplayer now moving over to Chamber. And you know, them abandoning their previous comp where Saya would play Raze. They had nothing guarding the flank. Look at that. The trademark that is in market now knows at least one player is behind.
I mean, Molly as well, just the nice and being able to get this plan down. A bit of speed now. JonahP round the side. And now the nade as well. Nobody's going to be able to play close into this one, but they are taking a ton of damage. Again, they don't have the weapons. Push through the smoke. Pressure from every single angle. Ultimate's being forced and pulled out of the guard to try and at least... I mean, it feels like they're being pressured. It feels like they need to use these ultimates, but the showstopper, okay. Straight down short.
Saya now with the operator.
See if he can do a bit of damage.
He was playing very passive setups at the beginning of their rounds on Fracture, and once more he's doing the same kind of thing. Holding Fountain, looking for a push as Trent works on this side of the map.
100 Thieves committing that boom bot just to see if there was a player close. He's going to spot him. So information gained that there is at least one player there in the fountain area.
And now that they're fairly confident 100 Thieves are not pushing, at about the minute mark here, you'd expect the guard to be grouping up and trying to take an area of the map.
Yeah.
If they can get into a post-plan position, Net's ultimate would seriously reward them. That's another piece of information utility that 100 Thieves use to recognize there's still players by Fountain. And the guard, valyn calling them to regroup for a short push, knowing that there would be 3 players still committed to B off the back of that dog being broken.
Yeah, 40 seconds remaining. Here comes the committal anytime now. While all this is going on, the Sayaplayer, I mean, he finds the perfect shot, a quick flick round, but he does not connect it. I mean, instead it's going to be Asuna. Headshot in play. Is there anything to deny this? Yes, the orbital strike. They actually can't plant this. They have to back away to guard. Time is running low here.
And JonahP's been able to keep this lamps control, even as the Brimalt came through as well. So
14 seconds if they need to get the spike down, Josh.
yeah, the Brim Molly, everything.
I mean, a quick little tap of it. They're just spamming straight through it. They're finding all the pickoffs. No time. Spike hitting the floor. Just up to JonahP, but not much you can really do. And
It's the defensive rotations and get the spike down for free. Then the deny the spike plant game became very dangerous.
yeah.
And both teams on attack suffered for it. Guard once again putting a little bit of early pressure towards B long. Trailblazer goes up, Sayaplayer getting posted off the back of that.
More aggressive in the prior rounds because we're only in the first 20 seconds, but the flash, okay, TP pushing away. Players, the guard, they can't really post up onto it. In fact, they committed a ton towards that one. You saw the nade and the slow orb.
This entire time as well, Hookah has just been walled off, which allows 100 Thieves to commit all of their resources towards long. When this wall breaks, suddenly it's a different story. They replace it with a smoke.
Yeah.
JonahP, though, is saving the boombot. He's really not using them at the beginning of the round. And that means he still has that to be able to entry into Hookah, even as the time ticks down to 40 seconds.
Oh, they've got the Seekers. I think that's what they were potentially waiting for. And the boombot. Commit. Both of it just to try and push through now. That will be the nade to the backside. The orbital strike off into the elbow there. Slow to a crawl, and the damage certainly done here for the guard. Setups in play. Preparation rearing its head. Stella's able to catch that late lurk from Net, but still the players online. Now, only 2 remaining for 100 Thieves. Looks like they're just going to be opting to keep the guns, staying out of this fight for now. Give the guard this one.
It's another round, Bren, where the orbital strike has insane value. They realize that 100 Thieves have backed off into holding elbow on B. And that area of the map, listen, if you're in your ranked games, don't hold lamps against a Brimalt. But also, elbow is deadly against the Brim ultimate as well. It's going to force you into swinging, or you retreat, as Will attempted to, and you get cooked.
Yeah, if you can't
get
get out fast
microwaved.
enough, you're done.
Yeah. A very deadly area of the map, and both of these Brims finding great value out of their ultimates to make round-winning plays.
Yeah, taking time out of the cast to teach the people.
Distinct idea of how they want to play, and these executes still look well-polished, well-oiled. And they're playing the info game really nicely, too. They're always finding a good entry into the sites based off what 100 Thieves know and where the defenders are.
And the tail of this map has been so slow and purposeful.
I think at some point here, the guard could try throwing in a crazy fast round, and it might end up catching 100 Thieves off. Because the pace, like you said, Brent, has been very slow. Trading out these informational abilities to try and get a figure out of where the attackers are going to be playing.
Yeah.
Spike moves up B long as the boombot comes in through Hookah here. Still 3 players on A, but that's about to be adjusted.
And the Molly's used to push them away, so they actually can't push through with the boombot and get that information, but they also use the Trailblazer. Bang! Close into the corner. Is this going to be the hit coming through? The slow orb on top of it? The flash?
It's such a nasty spot that Bang is playing. He can play anti-flash here and still play off the other people on his team.
And he's about to do some serious work. Trent's able to just return the fire. Will answering back once more. The ultimate popped off. The players still working their way in. Sayaplayer just about salvages that one.
30 seconds
That was in
left.
trouble for Jonah. He wasn't able to convert that kill. Luckily, the teammates there. Now, 2v2.
Really excellent trading from both of the teams in this position. Asuna comes out
just
onto the
peeking.
angle. Did JonahP see him? He's holding it now.
Asuna doesn't want to overpeak. Now they hear that plant sound.
Asuna should not be going for this because Stella is setting up on a long flank around to B long. At this point, Asuna just wants to make noise, distract, allow Stella to get in without attention being on him.
Yep. And work his way in. Both of these guard players, Sayaplayer and JonahP, holding. That is a beautiful Molly, though, swinging through. Just gets the pick immediately. Now down to Sayaplayer, but that was a dink as well. He's done all the work. Solo Sayaplayer, 10 HP. Pre-firing towards the top. He anticipates that the player's going to be trying to wrap around, but he gambles incorrectly. Stella just waiting to the one side of the tube, but he's able to get that one. But honestly, the damage done from Sayaplayer, or from Asuna, I should say.
Holding,
You know,
allowing
flash.
Stellar to get into position. A reminder that this guy's IGLing and he's 13-2 right now for 100 Thieves. A talent very few other people were looking at, but 100 Thieves decided to go and pick up. Put a lot of faith and trust in this guy, and he's been calling a sublime game today.
With all that damage, the kills that he's been racking up, another Viper's Pit earned. They've just locked down that long side, B long, all the way deep.
And the Guard take a bit of short presence. Set up Saya. They're looking for somebody to swing, break the dog, see if Saya can pick him off.
It's good information that there's two players leaning that way, but bang, slight off angle. Holding, pop flash for the smoke by Trent. He's setting up for it. He's holding it.
It looks like they might wait until the Viper wall goes down. Could be the timing they're looking for.
A minute now, and there we go. Flashes for a quick turn. Will, the reaction times are there. Again though, trade away. Valyn's able to secure that one.
And look at this.
The movement. Oh, Sayaplayer's just watching it.
And
Anticipating that they could be just trying to lurk through.
Meanwhile, the fight in showers does not go the way of Asuna either. Like I said earlier, when 100 Thieves are trying to defend, they're attempting to hold onto showers even though they've lost short control. And the Guard picked it up. They were ready for it. Net coming around the back. And it's left Stellar and Derrek. In a 2v2, can Derrek get any kind of res off here?
Guys, got the ultimate.
He knows that showers is compromised. He wants to clear it out early. And he's going to go for it. 3v3.
Yep, just peeks it. While all this is going on, Stellar as well, he takes that Lamb's control, but the Seekers, Asuna just swings through.
The Seekers took the shot.
Yeah, they did take the shot. Asuna's able to just secure that one, but they have combined that utility right now to Guard. They've got a lot to just try and stall this one out.
No way!
The players go down, and they immediately jump onto this ridiculous retake. Does he have time? No way! Oh,
more the positioning in short.
Yeah.
Having to go so deep
Making
to
a
pick up
clear
net.
out. Yeah.
Final 2 rounds of this half. 100 Thieves trying something new again. A boost up on top of the wall is there. You've got a bad economy. But Bang has a Spectre at least. If he gets a kill off this cheeky position, would have the orbital strike too. And 100 Thieves on the eco round again. Take risks. They're pushing out showers as the Guard take B long. They haven't really gone for any full B long pushes. This is looking super different.
Is Derrek going to be able to spot them here? Ah, he does. Doesn't have the weaponry though. Still, doesn't matter. The nade. Quick little rebound off to the side. Derrek hops up onto the high ground. He avoids most of the damage.
He's got the heal as well, but I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to retrieve this Spectre. Oh, he does. Doesn't look like it's going to make a difference, though. Trent sneaks into the smoke, able to pick up another one, and the Guard are firmly putting this round away. Huge economical advantage. It's all left in the hands of Stellar again. But I don't think there's anything that he can particularly do this time. It would be a nice opportunity to just save the Phantom, have the best economy possible, heading into the final round, see if you can tie things up 6-6. The Guard have certainly come back with a bit of a vengeance here.
Yeah.
Bouncing back to either draw level or take the lead on Bind.
We've been singing the praises of 100 Thieves, I think. You know, mainly from the perspective of this roster is so new in terms of...
Each shot, he wants to steal that spot away from the Guard. Make sure he's the one that's getting that representation in Copenhagen.
Look for nothing more. And look at all of this just being dumped straight into spam on top of it, but the angle! What is that? Will, you can't do that to them. Spike dropped down, a showstopper just used this reflex. Reactive pre-fire right around the corner. Doesn't do enough damage to collect the kill, but he has just... I mean, surely he's done enough. Surely he's done enough.
Saw a 2v4-1 in previous map. The other way around, of course, but... Guard not having the spike at the moment. That also being dropped just at the outside of showers. It's pretty devastating. Sayaplayer had a moment.
What an intelligent reposition from Will as well. When all of that is being chucked into showers control from the Guard. The orbital strike, the nade, everything. Pushes up into that slight angle. And obviously a little bit of luck involved, you know. Just holding down mouse one. But...
One enemy remaining.
And this would be a pretty monumental recovery if Saya was able to do anything here. He had an absurd 1v3, but that was with the spike down. Almost gave us a 1v4.
35 seconds. 30 seconds left.
But this is way too much. He actually gets one, breaks the trade that was coming through, gets another, but can't get past Bang.
Yeah.
Gonna be a 6-6 half here. Obviously a big shift up for the Guard, moving him into that position. And he is going to be playing B. without
somebody
too much
overlaps with him.
assistance. No, there's a 3-person push on showers here. 1 lamps. It is all down to Sayaplayer on B.
Going for the retake on the pistol, but this push coming through, I mean,
so unusual.
All the way. Yeah, I mean, this is something unusual, a bit quirky. It's been cooked up for sure, but now the TP. Sayaplayer goes down on B. Trying to punish this one straight through the teleporter. Bang! I mean, he's just hugging the back wall. He's happy. The guard player's just walking right into his line of sight.
That's flashy, that's creative, that's mad. Just both teams' pistol round strats ended up colliding in such an absurd manner.
Yeah.
I love the guard's initiative to push out through showers, but 100 Thieves themselves had a strat where they were planning to, make it seem like a short push, take the teleporter. Can Trent do anything about this? Can he recover the round?
The teammate at his back here. Net. Flash though is perfect. Both the players are so weak. Net forced to run forwards. Tries to hit the shots, but no. Asuna, so consistent.
Did those players to come from lamps or pockets, something like that. They were actually running from showers down back short.
Yeah.
The guard are going to go for something similar again.
4 players blinded up. Hello, Peter. Would you like some ult points?
Yeah. Would you like to get your Seekers online?
Yeah. In the 3rd round of the 2nd half.
Currently, the question that the guard are asking.
Quick little fight through. Obviously, just going to be running over these players now. Only the pistols available for guard. Spamming through the smokes as well. Just going to make sure that everything is cleared.
Bit of a pre-fire around the corner too. This is looking like an easy cleanup. When guard have been going for, the gamble stacks or some kind of push in a certain location, it feels like it's been either unlucky for them in some situations, or if they do match up and find the right place that 100 Thieves are going, it feels all too trivial for 100 Thieves to still deal with it anyway.
Yeah. I think
they've been very clean on the anti-eco.
It's incredibly promising for 100 Thieves. The fact that they're looking this well drilled and not letting anything slip. There's some teams, they're playing against the eco or don't necessarily, curate a round or
match experience, and they're already bringing it to the team that won VCT Stage 1 in North America.
Here we go. Guard with the weapons, but there's those Seekers that were built up a little bit earlier. Sayaplayer still on a slight angle. He's respecting it though. Teleports used. Nathan to the back. Valyn is in trouble, and that is the plays being made. Flash as well is good. Quick little swing from the side on top of the box. Stella. Him just resetting for it.
Very nicely done. And the guard were under a lot of utility pressure. Flash, the peaks, playing off each other's utility beautifully, and it's another 2v4. That's got better weaponry, but this would be a dreadful bonus round to lose away. Brimstone smoke, the molly keeps out Trent.
Yeah,
what can they do?
Weak. Ned is also weak. Being healed up though. They back away for it. They're just going to keep the guns.
Yeah. And again, hints of fracture. Just finding themselves in unwinnable retakes where they feel like it's the better percentage play to keep the weaponry. 100 Thieves, what a thrifty. Really turning up the tempo and applying pressure to Sayaplayer. Over at B long, that was the lane that Sai was trying to lock down. He's currently top fragging easily for
starting the group stage off with a win against the guard. The former #1 seed in stage 1 would be
hell of a beginning.
Yeah, great start.
JonahP, nice little beginning there.
He's being pressured though as well. Another player just following up. Will to be careful. To the sides, Sayaplayer stayed for but a moment, and as JonahP just tries to as well work his way on top of the truck.
And just a bit too slow.
Showers pressure, yeah.
Slow from both of those players. To find an opportunity to get a shot and then reposition, they needed to be a little faster on it than that. The guard still have these 2 phantoms. Well, but as Valyn falls, it's another 2v4.
Flash around the side. Derrek, he's just holding it down. I mean, it's
oof. Haven't had their shot at the big time. I suppose you could argue Bang has a little bit. But they're going to be hungry, and for the guard, it is always more difficult to stay on top than it is to get to the top. That's the challenge for them in stage 2. Can they maintain that insane form that they had?
Can they battle back in this map right now? Because 100 Thieves pushing their way forwards, 10-6.
This is a massive round. I mean, the Guard need this one.
So important.
If the pace slows down, Trent has Seekers to work with. Currently just jiggle peeking B long, looking for information.
Yeah,
And a lot of Viper
used.
utility.
I think the mid-round is good deterrence as well. Can push away a lot of the timings with the smokes dropped. There they go. Ult comes out.
But where's the rotate? There's been so much hookah pressure and there's still on the flash
So
players.
good. Asuna just pop flashes himself in. The double satchel. Will his reset his aim instantly. Zips across the site. And a head is found.
Clean, clinical. But I definitely think the Guard are starting to slip up. There was so much pressure, so much noise being made outside hookah there, and none of the A players wanted to break off. 100 Thieves a bit in their heads. They've run some nice fakes and really shaken up the defender positioning on Fracture to the point where the Guard were reluctant to rotate. And those two players got destroyed. It's another save round.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate the discipline from the Guard, not going for these unfavorable retakes. It's the right call. But at some point, you need to win the rounds. And the Guard are struggling with that.
Taking a, the gun's being hunted down.
Thieves have been awful at it by any means, but they've been a little up and down, a little shaky. What have the Guard got down short here?
Teams looking like they might be about to clash here. Contacting, walking through short, holding the crossfires for each other. The Guard might be about to take contact into Stella. He's just market lurking through. There's a lot of positioning gained and showers. I mean, it's just been completely taken. The wall across, it's going to be the free plant. You're left with the Guard in this retake scenario. With the spike down. valyn not anticipating it.
You will not
Not expecting it.
It's extremely good discipline so far from Stella, but he's getting pinched from behind at the same time. Net with a bit of patience. Seeing if he can get a couple, but he's only got a Spectre, and he actually puts himself in a position to get traded.
Yeah, he just opens himself up to the wider angle. Showstopper sent straight through. Trent is down. Orbital strike. Just colliding with the area to spike. No one's going to be able to touch that one. JonahP unable to try and do too much.
It could. I mean, there's just no time.
There's no time, man.
If he had any semblance of time, he could have potentially gone. The meta right now is to be very flank heavy against teams on Vine that don't play chamber. And the Guard are trying to push into their faces and not really going for the fast wraparound based on information. They're just straight off the bat going for the push. I think that's a little bit of a miss that might be tripping them up. Sayaplayer, don't worry about the bookie. He actually does have the tour de force here.
So the Trailblazer, that's a stun. Onto the one player.
And they very quickly take Shower's control.
Seekers.
The Seekers would be a phenomenal tool for flushing out this Viper's pit. But the mind games start to come into effect here. The Guard are going to reinforce the Viper's pit. They need extra players in there. So would this be a good time to hit B? No, they decide to commit out Showers.
I mean, they have ultimates. The Guard, that is, if they want to try and at least contend with this one, but Net goes down straight away. No more Viper's pit for them. Showstopper just straight into the wall. Not maybe expecting that one. Sayaplayer though, he's wrapped around. Slowfield going to be brought down. It's going to crawl through the Showers area. Still the back of the site contested. Now the 2v2. They know the player is there. Stunned up, Stella backs away, drops down the snakebite as well, and now working together to try and push through, but again, Asuna, he holds down the angle, moments away once more, a flick for him, a quick tap, he needs this win, Sayaplayer, to keep them in the map, goes round the corner, the no-scope is not good, one more shot, can he even do it, but time is being played, and it's good enough for Asuna.